All right, hello and welcome. Another day, another Amulet stream. Today I'm going to continue working on what I've been working this past Monday, which is with the concept of steerings becoming worse in the deck. Now that Once Upon a Time is, it's basically better in our deck specifically. So, hey, C-Match, how you doing? So, we're changing all 4 ancient steerings and we're making a swap for the full playset of Explorers. What this does is this allows some sideboard configurations, especially against mid-range deck, where we are able to, easily swap all 4 of our Sakura Tribe Scouts while still leaving a solid amount of ramp in our deck in a post cyber configuration. So that has been my favorite aspect of this experiment so far. And honestly, in the leagues that I played the other day, I just did not draw explore that much, so it has been like very weird for me to try to, draw the line and try to figure out whether one is better than the other. So hopefully, we're going to do a little bit more testing today. We're gonna play our 2 leagues, and hopefully this is going to throw a little bit of a ray of light into our testing and will give us the information that we need in order to draw a conclusion. Because the concept is interesting, right? The concept is certainly interesting. Just like instead of um, helping us in terms of explosiveness, which is what ancient string does, because it helps us see our amulets a little bit more consistently. We are we're switching that for a more reliable, robust game plan instead. And unfortunately, this hand doesn't do anything, so we're gonna ship it. This hand is nice, though. We're throwing this. We're on the play, yeah. So I'm definitely throwing this under the bus because even if we face a removal spell, then we're gonna be able to do Amulet plus Explore. And if instead of a removal spell we face a discard spell, then we're still fine. Arbor Elf, that is the last thing that I would want to see. But here we are, I guess. So we play Amulet, we play land, we cast Explore, yeah. And then we we hope that we don't get turned to Blood Moon. That's the plan. It's not a great plan, but it is a plan. We can Azusa this turn if we want to. I guess that. Yeah, because if my opponent has something like Stone Rain, then I don't really care, right? I already have a second bounce hand, so I think it's better for me to use this turn to to cast my Azusa. And I guess I don't need to make this decision yet, but I'm gonna make sure that I hold the Semi-Growth Chamber in hand because this is the better land. If my opponent is to be destroying my lands, then I'd rather the land in my hand be a Semi-Growth Chamber than this Celestial Sanctuary. So we're alright. We're hoping that my opponent does not have a turn to Blood Moon. Very excited to be able to catch you live for the first time. I want to say thank you for making all the content you make. I'm a converted Titan shifter and having an absolute blast with Amulet. Your videos for Mr. Cyber guys are all top notch. Thank you so much, Swatso. I really appreciate it. So my opponent had the turn to Blood Moon, so we can basically pack it in here. We would need to draw one of our basic forests. We would also need to to draw one of our Titans and our one of Rexage. Seems a little bit too unlikely. Yeah, so my opponent does have a threat as well. Yeah, so we can like we know that my opponent's on Ponza now. We can just pack it in. We're not winning this game. We can struggle for a while, but it's not gonna lead anywhere. Sideboarding. We're gonna be bringing in Trackers and Excavator. Bad luck. Oh, you're fine, Swat. So you're fine. Every now and then, you just get paired against Ponza, and it's fine. I don't really care. Like, once you've played Amulet for so long, you basically just accept some facts, and those facts are, yes, you're gonna lose to Ponza, and that's fine. Like, you're just gonna do like die to Blood Moon. It's what we signed up for, and if you get upset by it, then you should not be playing this deck. Because you're just gonna lose to Blood Moon. No concessions can be made that's going to help you not lose to Blood Moon. So I don't get tilted. I don't get annoyed by it, and nothing like that, because it's like it's what I signed up for, right? It's just like it's whatever. Like, my opponent is playing an unplayable game that just happens to beat me, and nothing else in the entire modern format. That's fine. Like, they're making a concession as well, right? They're like, I hope that I get paired against Amulet, because if I get paired against anything else, I can't win. So I really hope that I get paired against Amulet so I can win this game. And sometimes they get us, and that's fine. It's okay. Yes, I agree that if beating Ponza feels really good. I can confirm. Done that a couple of times. Actually, I do feel like I really like exploring this matchup. I was like, I used to stream some ancient steerings in this matchup, but I actually really like explore. So I think I'm just gonna shave on scouts. The synergy with bounce lands in order to play around molten rain, stone rain kind of effects is not to be underestimated, right? But I think that, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this in. Should I turn one EE on one? Yeah, I actually think so. So we're going to Once Upon a Time. I mean, if we find, well, we did find our one of Scout. That's hilarious. Think I'd rather have Simic Growth Chamber. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Simic Growth Chamber. And I'm just gonna play the Explosives on one. Even if this is like face up on the board, it means that my opponent cannot get ahead, right? Alright, so they're just gonna play this stuff into my Explosives. That's fine. Just get for a 1-for-1 trade. I don't want my opponent to get ahead on mana. Yeah. The Ponza deck has very, very few actual... they have very, very few actual 2-drops, if any. I think they have all 3-drops. So by just like killing their turn 1 mana creature, we as you can see, we just slow them down significantly. And this is actually, we can use this to our advantage, actually. Yeah, we can just like make our land drop there. We're gonna see what my opponent does here. And then we're gonna be able to Force of Vigor and Step, and then untap and Titan them. Bloodbraid Elf into Arbor Elf. This is fine. Nice. So I guess we're gonna get to win this one. This card's pretty good. I like this one. So Blood Moon basically ramped me, which is hilarious. Cast. Get that out of my sight. Get this out of my face. There we go. There we go. Get this one now. They really, really struggle to to beat this card. So I feel like I want to get field going here, and Rancored River Boss. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Wow, that's an old school name. I like that. I like that name. So we can do Field of the Dead and the Snow-Covered Forest. Sounds good to me. So even if they have double Stone Rain somehow, I guess maybe I should have found the Vesuva there. Because next turn I get to go off with Tracker and draw a million cards. I tried playing without Force recently, never leaving home without at least one of... Yeah, no, I think Force is incredible. Plus 4 mana, and Stone Rain my Field of the Dead. Alright. So... I feel like I like transmuting here. So I guess let's start with playing the Tracker. Then we're gonna float some mana. And I'm gonna transmute for Summoner's Pact. And then I'm going to attack the Chandra. Get some lands, draw some cards with the Tracker. Maybe I do want a bounce land. Yeah, I'm gonna get Sunhome and Garrison here. Get some more lands. Draw a card here. And yeah, I'm not even set up. I'm not even setting up for second Titan. I am mostly setting up for Rex Age in case my opponent does find a Bloodmoon. So that's kind of what I'm going for. So my opponent can like save the Chandra. I was gonna say they can bolt my Titan because oh no they can't because yeah that's hilarious. They actually cannot bolt my Titan. That's funny. Birds of Paradise got exiled. All right. I don't think my opponent has any outs anymore. Yeah, you get to Stone Rain my you get to Stone Rain my Sunhome. Newsflash, that's not what's killing you right now. So we can just pack for another Titan now, right? Just haste it. Primeval Titan. Stronghold Grillturf. Bounce. Haste. So yeah, opponent just concedes. This and this we're gonna go face, and this one was gonna clean the Chandra. And then I have no idea how my opponent wins anymore. I mean, even if we don't kill the Chandra, I don't know how my opponent wins there. Yeah, we sided out Blue Pact, Dia. We sided out Blue Pact because it's too unreliable. You don't want to be relaying it, banking on this card to get you out of trouble. It's just not how it's gonna work. It's the same reason why I don't bring in negate against Ponza. It's too situational of a card, basically. I would much rather have access to... Nice. Thank you so much for the donation, Dr. Jack. Yeah, nice Blood Moon opponent, indeed. Thank you so much. And speaking of appreciating the support, Jay Snyder. 13 months. Holy crap, man. Are you like my first ever subscriber? Is that a thing? Also, have I been streaming for 13 months? That's a long time. Anyway, thank you and welcome back. Welcome back every single month. I really appreciate your consistent support, Jay Snyder. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just like going to present the same thing, aren't we? And the 187. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. And yes, Titan, 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 indeed. Uh, how do we like this one, huh? I mean, the interaction part of it, we got that covered, huh? Is it crazy that I really want to keep this? I'm totally gonna keep this. Let's do it for science, shall we? How crazy is this hand? This is just hilarious. I'm snapping off the elf on one. Oh yeah, I'm totally snapping this guy off. I can go squatter myself for a basic. That is correct. Oh yeah, the classic science keep. Look at this. Out of here. All right, next. What else you got? Peach Titan to Force. That's a Versa Paralyze. That one's also dead. Oh wait, they have more? God damn it. I guess they're all dead? Is that what's going on here? I think so, right? I'm at 8, opponent go. I mean, if I can keep them low on mana, I guess. They have a blood moon? Oh, they have a tracker? God damn it, so I'm just gonna die to this? Jeez. Opponent's so lucky. God damn it, they had the one tracker. Jeez. Yeah, no, this game is over. We're at 8. Yeah, Frostjack, we are playing against Ponza. This is game 3. Alright, what you got? Stone Rain? God damn. Take 3, I guess. I think next turn I'm gonna be pacting for ramming up and attempting to trade with this tracker. They drew a fetch land. Alright, so it's over. Like, we're actually dead right now. Well, hand for science did not quite work. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it. But yeah, our science hand did not quite work out. Opponent saw the line too. Brutal. Brutal. Alright. We died to Ponza. That's fine. Moving on. Moving on. Yeah, this is a shipperino. Especially on the draw, we can do better than this. Every time I try to get reps in more, last few weeks I played against Ponza at least once a league. That is, yes, that is indeed unreasonable. I agree with that statement. Now, this hand is great, but what are we doing here? I feel like I'm gonna be a monster. I'm gonna bottom the Ghost Squatter, right? Is that crazy? Because we have Azusa Amulet, and hopefully this cantrips find me a bounce. So yeah, I think that banning the Ghost Squatter there is actually the play. You're smiling infinitely more than I do when I get paired against Ponza wrong. It's fine. Again, like I always say, I've been playing Amulet for I guess. Okay. I've been playing Amulet for too long to get salty about losing to Ponza. What do I want to do here? I guess I I think it's correct to do Shaman because of the cast. Actually, it's not guaranteed that I'm gonna find 2 green sources, so I guess I'm gonna go with Giant. But yeah, no, as I was saying, it's like it gets to a point where you have played enough Amulet that you just don't care that you lose to Ponza. It's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. It would be like upset that I'm playing Moto and I need to like use the mouse to click. That's basically what getting upset at losing to Ponza means to me. It's just like that's the rules of engagement. That's the rules. That's the rules of engagement. That's what you sign up to do. So just do it proud, you know. Can we Titan next turn thanks to an Azusa? I don't think we can we? No, with Bodos Garrison. So I play Garrison, tap Castle. No, because there I cannot get 2 green mana. That's brutal. Alright, only has another one. I mean, look at how much better Explorer was than the Ghost Quarter, right? It drew me into the Bodos Garrison, and it allowed me to like play stuff faster. But I don't think I have any combination that yields me Titan mana here, unfortunately, because this Bodos Garrison is just being dumb. So I use 1, 2, 3. Then I have 1 green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the only way that I have. I'm 1 mana short, basically. Yep, if I had Eldritch Spirit Guide in my deck, I would be able to. Note that this is even a situation where even if I had Sloth in my deck, it wouldn't give me Titan mana. What I'm trying to figure out is whether I'm interested in like taking 2 from this Azusa, just so I can develop my mana and guarantee Titan next turn if I draw any land. Because I think I need to play my lands out. I don't think I can just hold. So if I cannot just hold, then it's probably correct for me to make sure that I play the Azusa this turn, which can also give me 1 chump. So we're gonna do this. And just gonna play out my lands. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I only have 5 mana. Alright. Sometimes, but the mana just like did not cooperate with me. No, I don't think that we can bank on Azusa leaving, so I'm not gonna try to. I don't think that I block. I don't think that I block. Like I force my opponent to like use a card on the Azusa, but I don't think I can like not make my land drops, because if the Azusa does die, then I actually don't have Titan mana, and if I need to pack for another Azusa next turn, then I'm actually in a really bad spot. But yeah, I don't think that I block here, because I want my opponent to actually use a Lightning Bolt on the Azusa, and they go face with this. Okay, if they have land Boros Charm, that's fine, whatever. Skewer the critics. They go all face. Interesting. Any land? No land. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. Searing Blaze. No, Boros Charm. Alright, we just didn't find the land. That's fine. Burn. Yeah, I don't get not killing Asus either. Especially if my opponent had the Boros Charm in hand, right? Because they drew the land, otherwise they would have played the previous turn. So they clearly had the Boros Charm in hand. So if you already have a 4-mana burn spell in hand, and the Lightning Bolt face is only going to, like, get me to 1, then what is the point of getting me to -3, you know? So they should have, like, 100% killed the Azusa. Even if it's like no value for them, it's just because it's free, basically. Like it's literally free for them to kill the Azusa. So this is interesting. I think I'm actually gonna go with this. I think I like Explore better than Scout here. Maybe they thought Idle Unlocking You was relevant. Maybe they were like playing around. Oh yeah, I'm not keeping this. Maybe they were like thinking, yeah, that the Eidolon locking me out was actually like important for whatever reason. The Natty Fountain, I know, right? So we just want to see bounce lands and Titans at this point. Turn 1 Gobo would be nice. Oh yeah, draw me some lands, Gobo. Give me them lands. There we go. Another Azusa. So we play second Amulet. Like at this point, we're already 1 Amulet in. So the castle coming into play tapped is actually an upside. And this is going to allow me to explore into another Explorer. Mono Explorers. I really hope my opponent does not have an Eidolon here. No, it's not an Eidolon. That is probably worse than an Eidolon, actually, for me. Okay, so we have a Pact. So I'm going to try to find a bounce here. That's not a bounce land, so we're just going to pass the turn. Well, Steerings would be hell of a lot better than this Explorer right now, huh? Steerings would certainly be significantly better than this Explorer. I mean, we're just looking for a bounce land here. That's literally all we're missing. Another Azusa. Alright. Bounce land one time. Oh! That's not it. So we're just dead. We got a nice little poker hand going on here. I hope that this is not like... Whoops. No. Cancel that one. I hope that this is not going to be like a description of what our stream will be today. We drew 3 Explorers. We drew all 4 Azuzas, Rex Sage and Pact, double Amulet. Alright. Actually, my opponent gave me the thing, so I'm gonna give them the GGs. Alright. Not the hottest start today. Not the hottest start. Hitting the bad end of variance over here. 3 Explorers would have probably won. No, I think I mean certainly Steerings would have been much better than Explorer in that situation, right? Like by a mile. Like instead of looking at the top card of our deck, we would be looking at the top 15. Instead of looking at 3, we would have looked at 15, looking for a bounce land. Like a bounce land would have won that game on the spot, right? So I guess Association is so lost if we found all 4. I guess we are the ones that seeked and found the Azusa. I think we should go back to Karn plus Steerings. That's something that I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, Kothi. So if you want to check out a Karn list, I'm going to like do some like experimenting and trying to basically bring back Karn in the now that now that Once Upon a Time it's a thing. I tried it for a little bit, and I didn't really I didn't really keep going with it. I didn't really keep it continue experimented with trying to fit Karn. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit more of that tomorrow. This hand looks excellent, so I'm gonna keep it. Explore certainly looking very, very good here. We're playing against Infect. Holy crap! Really? Oh no, we're actually probably playing against. Yeah, I think we might be playing against Devoted Druid, which is the same. Like we've been facing a lot of terrible matchups today. Yeah, so it is Devoted Druid. Tide Hollow Scholar? What the hell? Alright, my opponent's playing my kind of magic over there. Okay, so the Summoner's Pact gets exiled forever, and the Explorer gets tucked under the Scholar, and they're gonna get to blink again now on upkeep. To return 2 double Thoughtseize, basically? Oh, that's pretty interesting. They just put themselves back a land. That's interesting. It would have been much better for them to. I don't know. I just really hope, yeah, because they put themselves behind 1 mana. Interesting. I don't know why they would do that. Yeah, so we actually messed around with this. Actually, we didn't try Ephemerate, but I did mess around with Astral Drift for a second. Yeah, I actually did a stream with this, with like Astral Drift and like Tide Hollow Scholar, like just some like value blinks and stuff. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was not that great, but it was a ton of fun. That's what counts. Um, I think I'm going to leave myself the possibility of trading with this scholar if my opponent allows me to. Yeah, this has been an interesting league. Ponza round 1, then Burn round 2, where we drew all 4 Azuzas, 3 Explorers, and not a single bounce land. And yeah, the swings in this league have been interesting. Hmm. Alright, so my opponent knows about these 2, so I guess I'm gonna go with this. Just bounce this. Now, should I trade if my opponent gives me the option? And I think I am going to. They might have another Scholar, though. But I think it's worth it. Onboard tricks. Never underestimate onboard tricks. Never underestimate onboard tricks. They will get ya. They will get ya. So this makes me believe that maybe my opponent was not thinking about this line, and that maybe we can get them, and we're gonna get to explore a little bit. Path to exile on my scout. Yeah, I'm okay with this, opponent. I'm fine with this one. Certainly okay with this. Damn, scout working overtime for the home team here. All right. Should I play the second amulet? I guess I do. So starting next turn, we're gonna start to get some Sumbos. And if at any point we draw a Titan, we just win, obviously, right? That sucks. So I guess I'm gonna reset the gemstone. Probably gonna take the Sunball, and this is actually lethal. Yep. Hey, happy Wednesday, Scott. How you doing? Alright, so we just died here. Wow, we're just never getting there. Alright, this kind of matchup is very, very good for us, though. So, gonna make sure we enter mid-range mode. I'm gonna shave a couple of Scout Arenas, ramming up and trackers. Shave one Amulet. We don't care about being quick. I'm assuming that my opponent has Wasteland Strangler. That's the reason why I'm cutting on the Scouts. Like, they have to be playing Wasteland Strangler. There's no other way. All right. Nope. Yes, I guess. Ugh. Man, these hands today have not... They have not looked good. But I guess I have to keep this. Things not looking good. Things not looking good. But this is the kind of hand that is like a couple of draw steps away from just being great. So unless my opponent has a start similar to the one that they had last game, which they could, I mean they have what it takes to have a start like that one. So wow, they do. That's insane. They have the same start. Literally the same start twice in a row. Must be nice. Must be nice. That's the bounce that we were looking for. So I guess we're just gonna play this and pass the turn. Why don't they blink this color? Isn't it free? Am I crazy? Isn't it free for them to blink this color there? What's going on? That is brutal. That is... wow. Alright. I'm playing my tap land first because my opponent can have Knight on bottom. So yeah, look at that. Look at that. But I don't think it's correct to hold the amulet in hand because like my opponent has shown me that they have Tightholder's color, right? So yeah, I can't even get value from this ramming up. I'm just gonna get owned by Wasteland Strangler here. And my opponent, notice that they are not activating Ashiok. Good man. Good guy opponent. They know what's up. Hola Tuti, ¿cómo andas? We're getting destroyed today. Just getting completely destroyed. Um. Is my 2/3 blocker good enough to hold the fort? I would really like to see, like, I guess it is. So this makes me think that they don't have, this makes me think that they don't have path or anything like that, which is good for us, I guess. Something good. Silence. Okay. That's actually not a bad one. Yeah, of course my opponent would play Silence. Why wouldn't they be playing Silence in their deck? And why wouldn't they bring it in against me as well, right? They could have milled themselves for Iwit value. That's actually kind of true. For those of you that don't know, like the ability in Ashok is super weird. You can choose who you mill, but you always exile your opponent's graveyard. It's very weird. I have no idea why it's worded that way, but so opponent attacks. Okay. So they probably have another Ewit, yeah. So they're gonna get back they get back the Silence. All right. Starting to think I guess that they're not really getting cute, are they? Ha! Joke's on you, opponent. I'm not drawing spells anyway. So I'm gonna play this out because it gives me a zombie and it also allows me to bounce the Radiant Fountain. But now I have 2 blockers. So I die to Flicker Wisp or removal spell. But I should be going only down to 1. I mean, I'm still dying to this Flicker Wisp anyway. It's basically Time Walk. I know, but just 1 mana instead of 2. So it's better than Time Walk. Yeah, so Explosives basically wins the game. Or just like locks it up, I guess. Explosive effectively wins the game. And that's pretty much it, though. Like, this Flicker Wisp is really clocking me. I guess I could Dismember, because I can gain 2 and then Dismember. But I need to answer this guy, it's killing me. Silence similar to Surgical is good against people who play spells. One would always wallet it in. That's good. That's good analysis, Impulse. That's some good analysis right there. Alright. What is this? Collected Company, main phase. Okay. Main phase Collected Company. Eternal Witness and Flicker Wisp. That should be enough to look it up, right? It's the funniest thing is that my opponent silenced twice and I've never had a spell to cast. Because I can't transmute because of the Ashiok, so it's really funny. Yeah. This time actually the silence is gonna lock it up. That's hilarious though. Wow, we're just like never drawing anything. Wow, this league has been all sorts of brutal. Um, I guess that. Nah, I'm just gonna drop and start a new one. Nah, I'm just gonna finish it up. If we go 0-4, of course I'm gonna drop it because we're dead for prize. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I like Amulet, but I'm not that hyped to register 30 lands. Shethro Monk, then you're playing the wrong deck. Like if you want, like, Amulet needs 20, at least 28 lands. 29. 1-4 is still 80%. Yes. That's a fact. That's a fact, right? Like it's 1-4, it's objectively 80%. 80% lose rate. But it's fine. It's still 80%. But yeah, so the reason why we play so many lands is that usually you want to draw exactly one of these. So you don't need to, like, you getting threat flooded and not being able to cast your spells. It's much worse than getting like land flooded, because even within your lands, like if my opponent did not have an Ashiok in play, I had a Titan, right? There was a Tolaria West in my mana, so it's the fact that the Ashiok kind of locked that part out. That was the only reason why we didn't win that game. It was the Ashiok. I think I'm going to ship this. I'm not sure. We're on the play. Yeah, we can do better than this. Oof. This is not better than that. 5. This one is better than that though. Okay, so we're gonna keep, and we're gonna ship one of these once upon a time. And I think that I'm going to ship the Summoner's Pact. Hey, doesn't matter. How you doing? I'm doing fine. I mean, we're getting wrecked in the league today, but yeah, I like a bounce line, please, and thank you. We're getting wrecked, but besides that, I'm doing great. Glad to be back on streaming. I get why, but it feels rough. No, I don't think it does, honestly. Like, I mean, personally, I don't feel like it does. It's just fine. I feel like those are the kind of things that the more you play the deck and the more you understand the deck. So we're probably playing against John Shadow, by the way. The more that you play and understand the deck, the more that these things are just. The more that you understand why and how these things are just correct. You know, it's interesting. Ha! Look at this. Mull to 5. Joke's on you, opponent. My hand sucks. Yeah, so my opponent played an Overgrown Tomb and shocked, so confirmed Shadow over there. Play our basic forest, pass the turn. Now if we draw a Titan, we can cast it next turn, and we should effectively win on the spot. Thoughtseize again? Yep, still nothing. If you put Gemstone back, play 3 sets, change and find the cover, and play 1 Temple Garden for forest, I think you have enough white source to splash it. What would I want to splash? Like, I kind of don't want to splash white. Like, why would I want to splash white? Like, why are we? What does white fix that needs fixing with this list? Silence? Oh, silence. Oh, we're continuing the meme. The worst part is that I have actually played Silence in the Cyber of Amulet. It wasn't good. It was not good. It was certainly not good. So we take 6 here. Titan. Alright. So we are going to transmute for a Summoner's Pact, and we're going to hope that my opponent does not have a... So I could have gone for Engineered Explosives and killed my opponent's Shadow. That is basically playing to not lose. Wow, that's brutal. If I pact, I pay an upkeep, even with Asusa. Yeah, I just have to let this go. I need to top deck. I need to naturally top deck. I need to naturally top deck a prime time here. Oh, they just have TBR. All right, never mind. We're dead. All right. So I was gonna say that the alternative would have been for me to transmute for explosives and played for 0. It played for 1, sorry. Which, in retrospect, it wouldn't have been terrible, honestly. We're taking out our cards. There we go. Love this hand. Love it. We're gonna keep it. So there's no need for me to once upon here. So I'm just gonna turn 1, play a tapped breeding pool, and pass a turn. I have no scouts in my deck, so there's no reason for me to once upon. And my opponent's playing a Discard spell deck, so it hides some information. It also denies them of an option, right? Because like I can basically just continue holding this once upon a time until I'm effectively going to use it in the same turn. Oh, 5, let's go. I mean, we might get wrecked this game, but this one looks good to me. They took the Titan. Does this mean surgical? It probably means surgical. That's nice. All right, so now we do once upon for Simic. Then we explore. And we do this. Next turn, we can Tracker plus land, or we can Susa, develop our mana. Goifo. So I can guarantee Tracker plus land. I feel like I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna see what my opponent does. Of course, I'm not blocking. And if my tracker survives and I get to land this Asusa, then we're gonna be in a great spot. So this is gonna be K command. Oh. Murderous Rider. Interesting. It's a castle. So we're gonna draw off the clue EOT. One, two, three, four, 5. Traverse the Urban Worlds. Another shadow. So they're gonna double shadow me here. We got some good draws here though. Explosives basically blows this up. Field of the Dead would be interesting. Titan, of course, would be by far the best. So we have some stuff that we can draw. Poggers. Nice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so bear with me here. We're going to do this. Then we're going to play a land. And I'm going to bounce my breeding pool. Okay. I'm going to hold this in hand to play around K command. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then I'm going to be able to cast a Titan and like basically protect it from a discard spell by doing everything on the same turn. Alright, cycle peatland. I don't think I want to chump the Goyf yet. Oh, actually, this is going to be a 5. So if they're at TVR, I would go down to 2. Is going down to 2 problematic? It kind of is. So I guess I'm going to take the chump here. Because this explosive is actually going to grow the Goyf. Like, if I had only been taking 4, I would have been more interested in... What is this? TBR? Ha! Look at this! Look at this! You see? The mind read. Could we have title last turn by bouncing the forest and replayed it? I mean, got there. Could we? Yes, but my opponent has 2 Death Shadows in play, so we can't attack through. So putting down the explosives is better because it allows me to guarantee that I don't die. I almost targeted the Goyf there. All right, sweet. Anything else? Nah, we're fine, right? Let's go. So yeah, it was priority number 1. I guess I have to keep this hand, or I can't, don't I? Putting up 7. Yeah, okay. Priority number 1 was to make sure that I can clear the shadows because they are too threatening. Like, in fact, if I had gone for the line that you're suggesting, then I would have actually lost the game. Discard spell. There we go. Yeah, I'm basically holding up this member here. I was trying to think whether I should like preemptively play the explosives on 1 out. But 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now even the Goyfs are too big now. Oh, they just had all the discard spells. So Explorer would be our best draw here. Explorer would be nuts. Maybe I should actually play the Gemstone Mine there, which would allow me to transmute next turn if I need to. I mean, I doubt that we're going to have enough time to transmute, though. This is not a game that's going to be... Yeah. Not looking good here. Goyf is too large to dismember, so we would need another explosives off the top, basically. Take 5. No second threat is interesting. So we're going to transmute for Summoner's Pact, and then we're going to pass the turn. And thanks to Castle, we just have a Titan next turn, so that is pretty hot. If my opponent does not have another threat besides this Goyf, we might be able to stabilize. And if I do resolve this Titan, then I'm gonna get Bojuka Bog and a Tolaria West. And I think I bog my opponent. Do I bog myself? I have 4. My opponent has Bubble, Land. So it doesn't matter what I do. I mean, that's a reason to bubble them, though. To bog them, I mean. Traverse for Bloodstained Mire. Interesting. Alright, so I guess that they have a Murderous Rider. I mean, I kind of have to do this, though. Prime time. I mean, I suspect that my opponent just has said TBR in hand, so this doesn't really matter, because the Shadow's just gonna kill me, but... Tolaria West, we're gonna pay for Pact and Upkeep, and I'm not gonna have enough to transmute, so it's basically gonna be on Field of the Dead. But my opponent has a TBR in hand, though, so I can't really survive this. So we block here. Yeah, I suspect that they're gonna have Murderous Rider. That is my suspicion. I miss Kalni. I mean, Kalni wouldn't really help me here, right? Like, TBR is killing me anyways. Five. So I get 11th here. So I have to chump the Shadow. There's like no way that they don't have the TBR anyway. Yep, there it is. So they just swing for lethal. Yeah, so I mean, as I was saying, it's just like, it's kind of whatever, right? Like, we just cannot beat this kind of games. My opponent played 3 discard spells, and then just put a clock in the form of the Goyf, and then just had the TBR to clean it up. So, wow, the rare 04 drop, brutal. All right, we're gonna drop. We're gonna try it again. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you didn't, but but if you did, please make sure that you follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in part 2, because it's gonna be another league, more pain coming up your way. See you soon.